All right, welcome back. Today we're talking about the OVR analysis room. I don't know how much y'all have used this, but you access it. It's a little hard to find actually. You go to your lineup, battle lineup, and then you can access it here. It's going to play 40 games pretty quickly, so we can just run it just to see how it goes. And then it's going to give you stats, and they're more advanced when you can get in ranked. At least you can get straight up OPS. So you're going to go there, you tap, and then you're going to click on one of the slots and hit save. And then if you click on the right over here, now you can access the stats. The good of it is you're playing consistent games, consistent opponents. You can go here and look at the lineup, and you can see what their lineup is. And a lot of these are all the same. There's some variation. And same on the pitchers, relievers. So he's boss, finesse. Yeah, it's either, and you also can see what the computer thinks is good skills as well. Although I would dispute the win streak there. So you're getting a consistent opponent. Unfortunately, it's only 40 games, so you're going to see some variations in the stats. And what I'm going to show next is I did it for 10 games. So I had to do, you have 5 slots here. So I did 5 slots, I wrote down the stats, and then I did 5 games, wrote down the stats, and then I did another 5 games and also wrote down the stats. So I have 10 games worth of stats. And show the lumpiness and kind of the overall results. What I was trying to do was to see whether to have my starting pitchers be, I got, Matz and Syndergaard and DeGrom, who I was pretty comfortable with. But I had Marshall, those stats, had Harvey. With these, Arrieta, very similar, not Black Diamond, but had 2 extra on the boss. On the mess. The mess was already at 7, and then Hunter here, which needs green tickets. All right, so let's jump into the file itself. All right, so here's the results of the 10 different tries. We have our different pitchers. I included Matz for kind of a control because he's generally been my best pitcher in ranked. So we got their OVRs, and this is not their straight up OVR, but taking away stamina, the average, just the straight average, and their skills, and then here's the ERA, and we can see how it varies pretty tremendously from week to week. For Hunter, it was 0.96 and 4. So doing it once isn't going to give you a good idea of the pitcher or batter's ability. So right here we had Harvey, Arrieta, Hunter, Marshall. Got to do it in multiple weeks. Same setting. I'd like to go above where you're at, because that's the team you need to beat to move up. So some skills may play better if you're playing worse teams, like maybe professional, say, is a silver skill that comes to mind, does better if you're winning. Well, in a 0-0 game, you're not winning. You need that hit. So here are the averages. Matt's actually didn't perform the best on average, although I'm sure if I did 2 other games, it might change. But so him and Harvey actually did the best, followed by Marichal, a small lead over Arietta. So, and you could see the difference in Harvey versus Arietta. It's not going to be huge difference being OVR. Harvey's now Black Diamond. Team Prime. So you have Boss at 8. He only has Mess 5. Arietta lower OVR. Mess at 7, but not Black Diamond. So you can see this, which essentially is an OVR difference, is a smallish change in ERA, even for 8 OVR difference. It's still pretty small. Hunter, obviously, in last place, mostly because setup man sucks for a starting pitcher. Also, finesse pitcher and fireball are go against each other. So I did go through and look at that and confirm it, that it's not immune to the fireballer stats. So would need green tickets on Hunter to get him new skills. Alternatively, I could try for something else besides fireballer. Try for slow starter or control master. I'll see what happens over time. Green tickets and blue tickets aren't for sale, and I'm out of them, so it doesn't matter. On the relievers, this is least effective for relievers. Why? Because sometimes they only got like 4 innings in a month. And these are straight up averages, by the way. They're not inning related, inning weighted. It was just an extra bit of work. The starting pitchers, the variance was so small. The batters, the variance was so small. Relief pitchers actually did have a pretty big variance in terms of how many innings they pitched from session to session. So here, Loop and Familia not doing as well. Diaz, the regular with the good skill set, doing the best. He's just a regular card, but he's got fixer, DP, and finesse pitcher. Does really good. All right, now on the batter side, we have these guys, and again, the what we're looking at is OPS here. So they actually provide the OPS calculation, unlike ranked. So I know they know what it is, and it's possible. I don't know why they don't provide it for ranked. But lastly, we can see the average OPS and see what's lacking the most, and then use this also to help reorder batting order. So who's the worst? Conforto, actually. So I was a little surprised by that. I thought heavy hitter would play okay. Billy Williams in third. Born to be a star, not that great of a skill. And then Pete also doing pretty bad with Contact Master. So I thought it was like a batting machine on steroids. It's not really as good of OVR as Pete is. He should be better than last place. So Here you have Pete Alonso, 0.43, trailing behind Howard Johnson, let's say, with barrel it up slugger, so we also can see the strength of barrel it up too on a SIG. So definitely plays pretty well. Dom Smith with one of the best skill sets. So he's playing pretty good. And then Hundley's a regular. He's keeping up with McNeil and Howard Johnson, Hojo. So he's got slugger, charisma, batting machine. So trip skills on a regular, keeping up pretty well with 2 skills on a SIG. So we know which guys we want to go after. We're going to go after Billy Williams. Probably just start over, since he's a legend, can get a better shot at getting a good legend skill there. Anyway, that's just the whole point of it. You can use it to get some consistency on the opponent you're playing. Rank does a pretty good job. Sometimes what's screwy in the beginning is that you have those games against just shitty teams, and you might hit 10 home runs in a game then, and it kind of skews your stats. So I wish they would, maybe I'll put in a suggestion, more than 40 games. Show me some consistency. I shouldn't see the variation that I have from week to week. I want to run it once, and then, I'd love to, 400 games or something more than that, even 1,000 games, hit play, go to sleep, wake up, and then you see what the results are. That would be great. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know if you've used this tool at all or if you had any success with it. So I think I found it pretty valuable. It just takes work to have to write 10 results down. So its utility is a little more limited. So anyway, happy grinding.